Welcome to today's 4-minute presentation titled How Online Automated Backup Can Protect Your Business's Data. This presentation is hosted by CyberHub, IT Made Simple, and to find out more about CyberHub you can go to www.cyberhub.co.nz. Now these days, businesses' data is becoming more and more digitized. Now what I mean by that is that back in the day, data used to be kept on paper, and that was very easy to look after. Now, most of businesses' data is getting stored on computers. Some of that information is customers' orders, product brochures, financials, sales leads. A whole range of very important business information is being saved on hard drives. And if this data isn't being backed up, it's at risk from hardware failure, data corruption, deletion, the dodgy employee that does something a little bit silly, fire, theft, and also water damage, being a leaky roof or flood. Now, a study by PricewaterhouseCoopers has shown that 70% of businesses that suffer a critical data failure will go out of business within 12 months. And even if they don't go out of business, there's some really big costs that you'd have to face, such as data forensics to try and get that data back, and then if you can't, that doesn't work, actually paying for someone to rekey the information back into the computers. And also, to make things even worse, for the first time in 2005, laptops outsold desktops and have done so ever since. And of course, laptops are more susceptible to theft. Now, the old way of doing backups was manually plugging in a tape or a USB hard drive and backing up. Now, that actually takes up valuable staff members' time, which actually does cost you something. You're relying on a person to do those backups. So what happens when they're sick or on holiday or just plain forget to do the backups? And the other thing is that they're not taken all off-site. Now, a classic that I personally seen is the office lady's job was to do the backup, so she'd put the disks in every day and do the backup, and she just popped the backup right next to the computer. So if there was a fire or flood, well, all that data would be gone. Also, on top of that, there's a whole range of more problems with tape backups. First of all, 34% of companies that do tape backups fail to test their tape backups or do trial restores. Now that's a problem. But on top of that, 77% of the businesses that do trial restores, they find that there's tape backup failures, and that is no good if your important business information is sitting on those tapes. On top of that, tapes are inefficient and also time consuming. So for online automated backup, there's 4 easy steps to get set up. We simply load a small program onto your PC. You choose what files or folders you want to be backed up. You choose how often. You can back up as often as every 15 minutes. However, most businesses just choose to go with once a day. And we perform the first backup. That's it. And away it goes. Now, how does online backup work? Well, your data is encrypted, then automatically backed up to a data center in Auckland and Wellington. Every day you get an email letting you know that your backup has happened or not happened. If it hasn't, do you know the reasons are that the computer was turned off at the scheduled backup time or your internet was down at the scheduled backup time? No problem, you just right click on the icon and choose backup now, and you can manually do a backup at any time. You can retrieve your data at any time via a download. You can request to have your data couried to you on a hard drive. So if you've got, say, 5 or 10 gigabytes worth of data, it may make sense to get that data on a hard drive and couried to you. And backups are incremental, so it's not going to suck up all your bandwidth and cost you a lot of money to do those backups online. Now, in conclusion, it's easy and cost-effective to protect your data. Online backup plans start at $19.95 a month, which is very affordable to most businesses. And for more information, just scroll down on the page and you have all the more information that you need to find out about anything. And if you'd actually like to organise backup setup for you, you can call CyberHub on 0800 891 321, and one of our technicians will set up your online backup to protect your data. Thank you for watching this presentation today. I hope you learned something, and make sure you protect your data today. Have a good day.